Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to the course of Art of Leadership and Motivation, HRM 760, and today is lecture number 22, and I am your facilitator, Professor Dr. Muhammad Majid Mahmood. Now, today we have another very important topic in this course, and that is called Impact of Personality and Diversity on Employees' Performance. Now, firstly, let us talk about personality. What personality means? The totality of an individual's attitudes, values, interests, behavioral patterns, emotional responses, and social roles. Now you see that this is one of the most comprehensive definition of personality. So overall, when we talk about personality of any person, we are talking about all of these areas: attitudes, values, interest, behavioral patterns, emotional responses, and social roles. Now let us talk about these factors in brief, one by one. So whenever we are talking about the personality of an individual, we are talking about his or her attitude. Now attitude means what? It means that your thinking, so your perception. So people have different perceptions, people have different thinking. So we are talking about the attitude of people. Like अगर किसी person का attitude positive होगा, तो we will say that he or she has a positive personality. And if a person has a negative attitude, we will say that that person has a negative personality. Values. Now people value different things differently. For example, some people, they give more value to money. Some people, they give more value to power and authority. Some people, they give more authority to, like for example, their status, designation. So some people, they give more value to quality of work, and some people, they give more value to quantity of work, कि जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम किया जाए. So people have different values, and based on their values, we develop our perception about the personality of that person. Interests. Now people have different interests. Like for example, some persons, they are more interested in one area than any other area. For example, some people, they are interested in like making their career in educational sector. Some people, they are more interested in making their career in sports. Some people, they want to make their career in banking sector. And some people, they want to make their career in any multinational company or like any business firm. So people have different interests. So based on their interest, we talk about their personality. Behavioral patterns. Now every individual again has a different behavior. Now behavior means the action part. For example, the body language, like your facial expressions, your eye contact, your gestures, your postures. the way you dress. So that is really very important, that when we talk about the verbal and non-verbal communication skills, because from the, like for example, all of these factors, our behavior develops. Emotional responses. Now people, they have different emotional responses according to their temper level. Some people, they are aggressive, some people, they are short-tempered, and some people, they are cool-minded. So it again varies from person to person. And social roles. So in society, every person has a different role to play. Like for example, one person is acting as a father, as a brother, maybe as a sister, daughter, mother. So father, grandfather, grandmother. So people have different roles to play in society, in their families. Now personality is all about public speaking. Like for example, जो लोग बहुत एक्सट्रोवर्ट होते हैं, like पब्लिक के सामने बात कर सकते हैं, अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू दे सकते हैं, लोगों को कन्विंस कर सकते हैं, तो we say that they have a wonderful personality. लेकिन वो लोग who are not good in public speaking, who are not more extrovert, they are more introvert. So बजाय ज़्यादा स्पीकिंग के कुछ लोग ज़्यादा सुनना पसंद करते हैं, जैसे कुछ लोग खामोश खामोश से रहते हैं. तो ऐसे लोगों के बारे में हम कहते हैं कि दे आर इंट्रोवर्ट पीपल. लेकिन वो लोग जो आउटस्पोकन होते हैं, दे आर कॉल्ड एक्सट्रोवर्ट. देन बॉडी लैंग्वेज. According to research, 65 to 70% of communication is called body language. And body language includes your non-verbal communication. That means your eye contact, your facial expressions, your gestures, your postures, and the way you dress. So all of these are called the body language. जब आप किसी की पर्सनालिटी के बारे में एक आपकी जजमेंट होती है, आप किसी को देख के उसकी पर्सनालिटी के बारे में इमीडिएटली एक अंदाज़ा लगाते हैं, तो सबसे पहले जो चीज़ जिसके ऊपर आप फोकस करते हैं, दैट इज हिज और हर ड्रेस. सेकेंडली, the way that person walks, sits or stands, eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, postures. So before that person even speaks, आप उसकी पर्सनालिटी के बारे में काफ़ी हद तक एक आपके दिमाग में एक जजमेंट बन चुकी है, आप उसकी बारे में एक परसेप्शन डेवलप कर चुके हैं बेस्ड ऑन हिज और हर body language. Then talking about behavior. Now behavior is the action part. Now people have different behaviors. Some people, they are very quick in their responses, and some people are not quick in their responses. So behavior is all about your action. Now people, like for example, your spoken and written skills, your action part, that is called your behavior. Talking about anger management. Now anger Now talking about anger management means that how one manages his or her anger. Now people have different, ways to manage their anger. Some people, they leave the room whenever they are angry. Some people, they drink water. Some people, they just like stop talking, they become silent. And some people, they become more aggressive. So it is all about your anger management. So people who are able to manage their anger well, better than others, they have a strong personality than those people who are not able to do the anger management. Then talking about the physical fitness. Of course, physical fitness is really very important. Your physique, like for example, आप ढीले ढाले से नजर आ रहे हैं या आप बिल्कुल फिट नजर आ रहे हैं, आपकी बॉडी फिटनेस कैसी है? Like for example, people who do exercise and people who take care of diet, they are more physically fit. जो लोग अपना काम खुद करते हैं, जो जहाँ तक मुमकिन है अपना काम खुद करते हैं, so they are more physically fit than those people जो पानी पीने के लिए भी बेल बजा रहे हैं कि यार ये जग पड़ा हुआ है सामने, इसमें से पानी डाल देना. So people who are physically fit, their personality is more charming. People appreciate. Food habits. Of course, आपकी physical fitness का आपकी food habits के साथ बहुत ताल्लुक है. So people having like healthy food habits, they are more, enjoying their life. They are more fit. They strongly, I believe that they control their behavior and they control their attitude and they are good in their anger management, because if they have good eating habits. So people who take care of their diet, people who focus on taking healthy meals, so that is a good practice, and if you keep it up for your entire life, you have developed a wonderful personality. Friends making skills. Now किसी भी पर्सन की पर्सनालिटी के बारे में आप जब अंदाज़ा लगाते हैं तो एक चीज़ आप ये भी देखते हैं कि लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल फ्रेंड मेकिंग में उसकी कैसे स्किल्स हैं, कि जो लोग लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल बहुत जल्दी घुल मिल जाते हैं, उनकी पर्सनालिटी डिफरेंट होती है, और कुछ लोग लोगों में घुल मिल नहीं सकते बल्कि अलग थलग जाके बैठ जाते हैं. सो दोज पर्सन्स हैव डिफरेंट पर्सनालिटीज. रिलेशनशिप स्किल्स. I always say one thing, that the real meanings of words are not in words. The real meanings of words are not in words. The real meanings of words are in the relationships. So people who have that relationship building skills, they are more successful and they have a wonderful personality. Learning skills. Now, people who accept their weaknesses, people who accept the ground reality, they learn more than those people who do not accept the reality, who do not accept their weaknesses. So learning skill again defines your personality. So people who learn more, they have a stronger personality, and people who learn less or people who do not learn, they have a weaker personality. And finally, dealing with problems. Now this is really very important, that the way you deal with problems, because every person cannot solve major problems, even the minor problems. It depends on the personality of that person. Like, you need to have certain skills to solve your problems you are facing, to solve the challenges, to face the challenges you are facing. So again, person to person it varies, and that also reflects your personality. So persons who accept the challenges and persons who are able to solve the problems, they have a better personality than those people who are unable to do so. So personality is also known as personal magnetism. Now, talking about perception versus reality. What matters most is how you see yourself. Now, if you look at this picture, you see the cat, and cat is looking in the mirror, and in the mirror she sees a lion. Now what does it mean? It means that more important thing is how you see yourself. You are what you think. If you see yourself as a strong person, you really become a strong person. But if you underestimate yourself, if you have lack of confidence, if you are confused, if you have doubts about yourself, then what happens that you underestimate yourself. So the most important thing that matters the most is how you see yourself. So whenever you are facing any challenge in your organization, it is really very important that the first thing that should come in your mind is, yes, I can face this challenge. Yes, I can solve the problem. So problem is not a problem. The real meaning of problem is an opportunity. Now let us talk about the negative emotions. People have stress, people have fear. So because of stress and because of fear, people develop negative emotions. Now let us further talk about attitude. Talking about the positive attitude, how much do you see of an iceberg? Okay, if you look at the picture, तो आपको iceberg कितना नजर आ रहा है? Only 10% of any iceberg is visible. The remaining 90% is below sea level. So now you see that the majority part of iceberg is below sea level. So above the sea level, it is only about 10%. The iceberg phenomena is also applicable on human beings. Like for example, when you talk about knowledge and skills, these are known to others. But when you talk about your attitude, that is hidden. That is below the sea level. So what is required here? People are unaware about your real attitude. So what you need to do is, you need to bring out your attitude. You need to bring out your potential. You need to use your best potential. So people who use their best potential, people who do their best, work, they are the people having a wonderful personality. So make your life 100%. Let each letter of the alphabetic has a value equal to its sequence in alphabetical order. Now A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth, and Y is 25 and Z is 26. Now let us see that what happens. When you write skills, S has a value of 19, K has a value of 11, I has a value of 9, L and L has a value of 12, and S has a value of 19. So when you total all of these numbers, it comes to 82. When you talk about knowledge, it comes to 96. And when you talk about hard work, it comes to 98. And when you talk about attitude, it is A is 1, T is 20, T is 20, I is 9, T is 20, U is 21, D is 4, E is 5. If you total these numbers, it comes to 100. So what does it mean? Even according to mathematics, attitude is one of the most important factors in human lives. Now let us talk further about attitude. The things inside us that make us go up and down is called attitude. Now success of an individual, organization or a country depends on the quality of the people, and the quality comes from his or her attitude. Individual with better attitude would be better person, which would cut down negativity. Now attitude is really very important, because success of individuals, organizations or a country depends on the quality of people, and the quality comes from the attitude. So the root cause of everything is called the attitude. So George Bernard Shaw says that you cannot change a person unless you change his or her mind. So in order to bring improvements in individuals, groups, organizations or a country, we need to focus on building and strengthening their positive attitude. So individuals with better attitude would be better person, which would cut down negativity. Of course, when you focus on building and strengthening the positive attitude, that results in positive environment. That results in highly supportive environment. Now human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. Think, can a student, parent, teacher, salesman, executive, employer, employee be good in their role without good attitude? Of course not possible. कोई भी एग्जाम्पल आप ले लें, अपनी लाइफ में किसी की भी एग्जाम्पल ले लें, you will see that right attitude, good attitude, positive attitude matters a lot. So the most important thing is the attitude, because your behavior is coming out of that attitude. So it is not your, any other factor which is more important. The only factor that is the most important factor in human life is called attitude. Like for example, talking about students, once they develop high positive attitude, they focus more on their studies, they focus more on learning, they become more wise, they become more intelligent. So how they become more intelligent and more wise? Because they are focusing more on learning. So same is the case of other persons as well. So talking further about attitude, just like building stands on a strong foundation, so does success, and the foundation of success is called an attitude. कि किसी भी बिल्डिंग की जो आप बुनियादें डालते हैं, that is called attitude. be a better person, it would automatically give you better brain, and better brain makes a man successful. So foundation of success regardless of your chosen field is called attitude. Okay, let us talk about attitudes and change. People build up attitudes which fit their needs and values as they perceive them to be. Now, it means that कि लोग उन एटीट्यूड्स को बिल्ड करते हैं, स्ट्रेंथन करते हैं जो उनकी नीड्स और वैल्यूज को फिट करता है, जिनके बारे में जिस तरह की उनकी परसेप्शन होती है. These are the three aspects of attitude: cognitive, affective, behavioral. Now let us talk about these three aspects of attitude one by one. When we talk about the cognitive aspect of attitude, it means that what a person knows about the situation. Now this is really very important, that it is the awareness level. So a person develops a cognitive attitude based on his or her awareness level. Now people having more knowledge, more awareness, they have a different attitude than those people having less awareness or no awareness at all. So it means that attitude of a person varies from person to person based on the knowledge level. So it means that what is the learning here? The learning is, if you want to make attitude of a person more positive, what you need to do is you need to give him more knowledge. You need to give him more awareness. So by focusing on the cognitive aspect of attitude, we can bring positive changes. So what matters the most here is you need to increase the awareness level of a person. And by increasing the awareness level of a person, one can bring positive changes in his or her attitude. Now how one can do that? Okay, what comes in your mind? एक पर्सन के कॉग्निटिव एस्पेक्ट ऑफ एटीट्यूड को आप पॉजिटिव करना चाहते हैं, तो व्हाट कम्स इन योर माइंड? ओके, if possible, give that person some relevant books to read, or you can have a dialogue, or you may take that person with you for observing others. So by experience, by observation, by reading, by doing something, people increase their knowledge, increase their awareness level. So the more knowledge or more awareness a person has, there are more chances that he or she builds a better positive attitude. Another aspect of attitude is called affective. Now affective means how the person feels about it. Now feelings are really very important, because if you have a positive feeling, you have a different attitude. But if you have a negative feeling, you have a different attitude. And if you are neutral, if you have no feelings at all, so you become neutral. The third aspect of attitude is called behavioral. How the person reacts. Now again, this aspect of attitude varies from person to person. Like, people have different reactions in the same situation. So, like for example, let me give you a simple example here. Like when people have some negative conflict, so some people, what they do is, they start blaming others. But some people, they accept their responsibility. Some people, they first analyze the situation and then give their opinion. So it depends that how one reacts. So when you talk about building the right attitude of people in an organization, you need to focus on these three aspects of attitude: cognitive, affective, and behavioral. And once you do that, there are more chances that the attitude of that individual will become more positive. Now let us talk about the factors that determine our attitude: environment, experience, education. Now environment की जब हम बात करेंगे तो जिस environment में आप रह रहे हैं, like for example दो तरह के environment हैं, micro environment and macro environment. Now micro ये है कि within the organization आपका क्या environment है, आपके ऑफिस में आपके जो colleagues हैं उनके साथ आपके कैसे relationship हैं, cooperation है, coordination है या नहीं है, उनके दरमियान एक harmony है कि नहीं है. So एक friendly environment organization में है या नहीं है, that impacts your attitude. And then talking about the macro environment, so whatever is going outside the organization, that has an impact on your attitude. Now from the organization and from outside the organization, दोनों तरफ से एक environment का impact हो रहा है आपकी attitude के ऊपर, and that is determining your attitude. So people who have highly supportive environment in their offices, and people who also have the highly supportive environment from their external environment or macro environment, there are more chances that they build a better positive attitude than those people who do not get the favorable environment, who do not get the positive environment within and outside the organization. Then talking about experience, this is again very important, that the more experienced you are, there are more chances that your perception is more mature and you develop a highly positive attitude. Because most of the people, they learn more through experience. और experience के बारे में हम कहते हैं कि experience has no alternative. So when you compare experience with education, experience gets more weightage. So whenever we are talking about experienced persons and whenever we are talking about the people having wonderful qualifications, I think experience gets more edge. As a HR specialist, I would recommend that a combination of both is required: qualification plus experience. So any person without qualification, having only experience, cannot produce better results. On the other side, a person having no experience and having only the degrees, cannot produce better results. So a combination works well. So experience defines your attitude. So more experienced people, they have a different kind of attitude, and inexperienced people, they have a different kind of attitude. And finally, education. People who are educated, people who are literate, people who have, who have the real learning, they have a different attitude than those people who are uneducated or illiterate. So education makes a difference in our attitude. So environment, experience, and education, all of these three factors determine our attitude. Now talking about the types of attitude, we have the positive attitude and we have a negative attitude. Now, positive attitude means that when you are looking at the brighter side of the picture, like for example, अगर आपके सामने पानी का ग्लास रखा जाए तो कुछ लोग कहेंगे कि आधा खाली है, कुछ कहेंगे आधा भरा हुआ है. तो people having the positive attitude, they always say that कि पानी का ग्लास आधा भरा हुआ है. So they are focusing more on the positive aspect of the situation. Whereas on the other side, people having negative attitude, they are more pessimistic. They focus more on the negative side of the picture. Now let us talk about the benefits of positive attitude. The number one benefit of positive attitude is increase in productivity. Of course, people who are working in different organizations with the right positive attitude, they are more focused on their performance. So when persons, they are more focused on their performance, they are more creative and they are more innovative. So people who are not wasting their time because they have a positive attitude. So of course the result is increased productivity in an organization. Positive attitude again fosters the teamwork. So how teamwork is possible without cooperation and coordination? So this is really very important, that in order to activate teams, in order to get the best out of our teamwork, it is really very important that we need to work in teams as a team member with highly positive attitude. Positive attitude helps us to solve problems. Now this is again a very important area. और प्रॉब्लम के बारे में हम क्या कहते हैं? What is the real meaning of problem? The real meaning of problem is not problem. The real meaning of problem is an opportunity. So people who take problems, people who face problems as challenges, as opportunities, they perform better than those people who take problems as hurdles, constraints, barriers. So with the right attitude, what happens that even if one is facing a problem and he or she believes that I cannot solve this problem, so that is called a negative attitude. But positive attitude is every problem has a solution. It improves quality. I think this is really very important, that once we are able to improve our quality and then we keep it up, we carry it on and we keep on improving our quality, we are making our customers loyal. So in order to have ongoing improvements in quality of our products and services, we should have the positive attitude. Increase profits, of course, when you are increasing the quality and when you are solving the problems and when you are increasing the productivity and you are focusing on the team dynamics, the result is increase in profits because you have more loyal customers. So when a customer becomes loyal, it is really, in very few cases, those loyal customers leave you. And in some cases, according to research, loyal customers, sometimes they are willing to pay more than your competitors. Positive attitude reduces stress. Very simple. आप लोगों से, like for example, अगर आप अपने फैमिली मैटर्स को ले लें, अपने सोशल सर्कल को ले लें, ऑफिस कोलीग्स के साथ अगर आप रिलेशनशिप्स को देख रहे हैं, अगर आप अपने क्लास वालों के साथ रिलेशनशिप्स को देख रहे हैं, so every person has stress. Having stress is a natural phenomenon. So all brains, all minds which are normal, they have stress. So how to reduce stress? We can always reduce stress with the positive attitude, with the right attitude. It helps a person become contributing member of a family and society, becomes an asset to the country. Now this is really very important that आप अपनी contribution शुरू करते हैं, बजाय ये कि you become dependent on your family members, on your elders all the time. You start contributing. So you start contributing for your family and society, and you also start contributing as a citizen of Pakistan. And finally, above all, makes a pleasing personality. Now this is really very important. So everybody want to have a pleasing personality. So you also want to have a pleasing personality, and that is only possible if you have the right attitude, if you have the positive attitude. Now let us talk about the consequences of negative attitude. You know, some people, they have the negative attitude. उनके बारे में ये कहा जाता है कि they have a purposeless life. उनकी जिंदगी का कोई खास मकसद नहीं होता. So that is why we call them a purposeless life. They have ill health. ये वो लोग हैं जो जल्दी बीमार हो जाते हैं. उसकी रीजन क्या है कि they are just blaming others all the time. They are thinking about others all the time. तो मैंने किसी बुक में पढ़ा था कि unhappy people are those who keep on evaluating others all the time. And happy people are those who focus on improving their own weaknesses, overcoming their own weaknesses. Now, high stress level for himself, herself, or for others. और जिन लोगों का नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड होता है, तो उनका अपना स्ट्रेस लेवल और दूसरों का स्ट्रेस लेवल भी वो इंक्रीज कर देते हैं. तो खुद तो बीमार होते ही हैं, खुद तो अपना स्ट्रेस लेवल को इंक्रीज करते हैं, लेकिन जब ये दूसरों के साथ कम्युनिकेट करते हैं तो उनका स्ट्रेस लेवल भी जो है वो हाई कर देते हैं. क्रिएट नेगेटिव एनवायरनमेंट एट होम एंड वर्क प्लेस एंड बिकम अ लायबिलिटी टू सोसाइटी. तो एक नेगेटिव एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करते हैं घर में, अपने ऑफिस में, और एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की लायबिलिटी बन जाते हैं. So one should avoid having that negative attitude. Now let us talk about the steps for building a positive attitude. If we want to build and maintain positive attitude, we need to continuously practice the following steps. Change focus, look for the positive. Okay? अगर आप लोगों के वीकनेसेस को ढूंढते रहते हैं, अगर आप लोगों की बुराइयों को ढूंढते रहते हैं, तो अपने फोकस को चेंज करें और आज से, अभी से आप डिसाइड कर लें कि आप लोगों की स्ट्रेंथ्स को देखेंगे, उनकी खूबियों को देखेंगे, उनकी अच्छाई को आप फोकस करेंगे. मेक ए हैबिट ऑफ डूइंग इट नाउ. आपको जो भी काम दिया जाएगा, आप कोशिशें करें कि डूइंग इट नाउ की अप्रोच आप यूज करें, बजाय ये कि हर चीज को आप फ्यूचर पे टाल दें, कल पे टाल दें. इट इज बेटर कि आप जो काम आप आज कर सकते हैं उसको उसी वक्त शुरू करें, बजाय ये कि आपको काम मिला, आप पहले कुछ नहीं कर रहे थे, आपको एक काम मिला और आपने कहा ओके ठीक है इसको कल करते हैं. तो जनाब आप कल करते हैं, अभी आप क्या कर रहे थे? तो people who are highly persistent, they have a positive attitude, and people who are not persistent, they have a negative attitude. Develop an attitude of appreciation. लोगों की तारीफ करना सीखें. जब भी कोई कोलीग, फ्रेंड, फैमिली मेंबर अच्छा काम करे, उसकी आप तारीफ करें और दिल से तारीफ करें. And you will see the wonders that once you appreciate others, it also gives you energy. It moves your attitude from negative to positive. Learn to like the things that need to be done. और जो काम आपके जिम्मे है, जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आपको दी गई है इन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, उसको दिल से कबूल करें और उन चीज़ों को जो अपने काम है उसके अंदर ऑनर फील करें। आप उसको वैल्यू दें, उसको वेटेज दें अपने काम को। स्टार्ट योर डे विद अ पॉजिटिव थॉट थिंग। अपने दिन का आगाज एक पॉजिटिव थिंकिंग के साथ, एक पॉजिटिव चीज के साथ शुरू करें। नाउ पीपल हु स्टार्ट देयर डे with a negative thought or negative thing normally ends up their days with negative attitude. So in order to have and in order to develop the right positive attitude, it is really very important कि हर दिन का आगाज आप एक पॉजिटिव तरीके से करें, दूसरों के लिए दुआ करें, आप दूसरों की बेहतरी सोचें। Now talking about be optimist. Be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Now this is really very important. कि peace of mind is more important than anything else. So you need to be more strong. Talk health, happiness and prosperity to every person you meet. Now this is really very important. Positive words use करें. Positive words gives you energy. Like for example, when you talk about good health, happiness, prosperity to every person, तो एक तो ये benefit होगा कि जिनको आप ये बात जिनसे करेंगे, they become highly positive. पर उसका एक बड़ा impact ये है कि you also develop the right positive attitude. Look at the sunny side of everything. Now, हर चीज की ब्राइटर साइड देखने की कोशिश करें, पॉजिटिव पिक्चर देखने की शुरू करें, क्योंकि जब भी आप किसी चीज के बारे में अपनी राय कायम करते हैं, देयर आर टू साइड्स, पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव. सो फोकस मोर ऑन द पॉजिटिव साइड, सनी साइड ऑफ द पिक्चर. थिंक ओनली ऑफ द बेस्ट, वर्क ओनली फॉर द बेस्ट एंड एक्सपेक्ट ओनली द बेस्ट. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. नेवर कॉम्प्रोमाइज ऑन क्वालिटी. Be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. दूसरों की सक्सेस को भी उसी तरह सेलिब्रेट करें. दूसरों की सक्सेस के बारे में ही आपके वही पॉजिटिव जज्बात होने चाहिए जो आपकी अपनी सक्सेस के बारे में है. ये ना हो कि अपनी सक्सेस को तो आप बहुत सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन दूसरे की सक्सेस पे आपको चुप लग जाती है. Further talking about be optimist. Forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievement of the future. Gives everyone a smile. Your smile can always help you change your negative attitude into positive attitude. So when you start giving smiles to everybody around you, you become positive, positively motivated. So your attitude becomes highly positive. But if you're not giving a smile to others, what happens that you are trapped, your mind is trapped. Spend so much time improving yourself that you have no time left to criticize others. So what is highly recommended here that you need to keep on improving yourself, because people who think that they have learned everything, their decline starts. So one needs to focus on an ongoing learning. And once you focus more on your ongoing learning, you have no time left to criticize others. So people who are busy all the time and people who are working all the time, and after like work they are like enjoying with their families and friends, they don't have time to criticize others. Be too big for worry and too noble for anger. Do butterflies attack your stomach whenever you are asked to speak before a group? Can you confidently express your thoughts and ideas? Now, in case of most of the people, they say that yes, butterflies, they attack our stomach. And talking about confidently speaking in front of audience. Now again, this looks really difficult to most of the people. Now that entirely depends on your attitude. So people having the right positive attitude, they are more confident. So they have no fear, they have no hesitation. They are more flexible, and it is easy for them to come in front of people and talk to them. Now, how to increase self-confidence? These are the tips. Think positively about yourself. अपने आप के बारे में you should have positive thinking. Now, people who have positive thinking about themselves, they have a positive attitude. Set realistic goals. So if you have unrealistic goals, that creates more problems. So you need to have the realistic goals, and I strongly believe that the goals should be SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound. Reward, praise yourself when you do well. Now this is really very important that you need to reward yourself. और जो लोग अपने आप को reward करते हैं, they are more satisfied. So there are more chances that they develop a highly positive attitude. Be aware of your thoughts. क्योंकि आपकी जो thoughts हैं, यही आपके character में, आपकी destiny में, आपके actions में convert होती हैं. So you need to be highly careful about your thoughts. Think logically about the situation, don't react. किसी भी situation के बारे में आप उसको logically देखेंगे, आप एकदम react नहीं करेंगे. Do not attribute your achievement and accomplishments only to luck. Give yourself credit for your own personal achievement. Now this is really very important that you need to give yourself credit whenever you achieve something. Now let us talk about assertiveness. It is the ability to communicate your needs, feelings, opinions, and beliefs in an open and honest manner without violating the rights of others. So assertive is not same as aggressive. Assertiveness produces positive outcomes. Aggressive acts result in negative outcomes. Now let us talk about how to be assertive. Be honest and direct about your feelings, needs, and beliefs. Express yourself firmly and directly. Be reasonable in your request. Recognize and respect the rights of those around you. This is really very important that respect is really very important. You need to respect the people around you. Be aware of body posture language. As I earlier told you that 65 to 70% of communication is called body language. So you need to be aware of the body language, posture of the people around you. Maintain eye contact. Now this is really very important because with the help of eye contact, you know in advance that what other person is going to do or what other person is really thinking or what the other person has in mind. Use I statements to express self. Don't let others impose their values, ideas on you. तो दूसरों की values और ideas को अपने ऊपर impose ना होने दें. Encourage others to be clear and direct. Take ownership. Now these are the major suggestions how to become more assertive. No one can go back and change a bad beginning, but anyone can start now and create a successful ending. Now let us talk about the SWOT analysis. Now SWOT analysis means what? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Now strengths and weaknesses are the internal factors. Opportunities and threats are the external factors. So you need to perform SWOT analysis on an ongoing basis. So SWOT analysis keep you updated on your strengths and weaknesses, on your opportunities and threats. So time management, another most important area. Time has no holidays, so switch on the best in you. Time is money. So people who manage their time well, they are more successful, they are more comfortable, they are more happy than those people who are unable to manage their time well. So time management is the key. और यहाँ पे एक बात मैं कहता चलूँ, the bad news is time flies. What is the good news? The good news is you are the pilot. Please write a one-sentence definition of diversity. Okay. Did any of the following words appear in your definition? Different, individual, race, unlike characteristics, diverse, minorities, unique, variety. So these are the various aspects of diversity: age, race, gender, culture. So people having different age groups, having different backgrounds, race, caste, male, female, gender, and then culture, having different cultures. So when people from different age groups, from different races, from different genders, and from different cultures come and work in one office, it is called a highly diversified workforce. Now there are wonderful benefits of having a diversified workforce. You know, for example, if in an organization all the persons are from the same place who are working in that organization, so there will be most of the time similar thinking, same thinking, so there will be less innovation, there will be less creativity. On the other side, whenever we have a highly diversified workforce, when people from different ages, race, gender and culture, they come and sit together for a same cause, they bring in something really unique. So diversity is the art of thinking independently together, according to Malcolm Forbes. Many major successful large corporations recruit employees with diverse backgrounds, abilities and talents, recognizing all individuals as unique. Workforce diversity is strategically a good idea. Now let us further understand the diversity concept. Diversity is more than just tolerating differences, it is respecting. So it is not tolerating the differences, it is the real respect. You are respecting each other, appreciating and understanding the varying characteristics of individuals. So you appreciate others, you respect others, you try to understand the characteristics of other individuals. And once you do that, you can get wonderful benefits from a highly diversified workforce. Talking further about diversity, everyone is unique and biases are damaging. Discrimination breeds narrow-mindedness, impairs employee morale, strains employee relationships, and thus damages productivity. Not to mention, it is illegal and costly in terms of litigation. So let us talk about the different perspectives of people. Diversity offers many unique perspectives for problem solving, as everybody brings a unique perspective to the table. Discussions, conflicts, disagreements will often lead to innovation and unique ideas. Now, talking about globalization, diversity in the workplace makes customers feel welcome and comfortable when they are dealing with an employee from their own culture. So I believe that with the help of today's lecture, you are all able to learn a lot of things about personality and diversity and how to get the benefit out of it. So thank you very much all of you for your kind attention. Inshallah, see you all in the next lecture. Khuda Hafiz.